Hello everybody, my name is Dylan Scott Gilligan and we're here again for another Dcom review. This one being Stepsister from Planet Weird, which right off the bat, go watch it if you haven't seen it yet. I cannot recommend it enough. Ooh, sorry, something stuck in my throat. For whatever reason, I never wanted to watch this Dcom. I always thought that I wouldn't like it because it's more sci-fi, but this was amazing. I loved it so much. But I'm weird like that about movies. If I've never seen it, sometimes I'm scared I'm not gonna like it, so I don't want to watch it. But I did watch this. I had a blast. So basically, we have our main character is a teenage girl, and one of the what the heck? Something's happening outside my door. One of the original, or more like fresh ideas about this, it started off with her like windsurfing. And I thought that was really, really cool. So basically in the beginning, she's windsurfing. She has like a dream sequence with this boy that she has a crush on, which actually, I'm pretty sure that actor ends up going in to play a character in Xenon 2. And the main character in this movie, she's also in, what's it called? 13th Year. So we love 13th Year. But so, yeah, so it explains who she likes, all that stuff. And then it goes into a topic of divorce, which when I was growing up, divorce was in a lot of movies, but I think it still was like a taboo subject in media. Now, like, we know it happens, whatever. So I thought that was pretty cool that they included that, because I'm sure there was a lot of kids with divorced parents who like weren't seeing that as much as they would like to, especially in children's TV. So I'm glad that they did that. But her parents are divorced basically because her dad was focused way too much on business, which really stinks. But her mom likes windsurfing too, so her mom like runs this windsurfing shop or like supply shop at the beach. So that's kind of what they're doing. She has a younger brother also who I believe was in other Dcoms, or at least one other Dcom. So that's all fine and dandy, but then one day her mom actually meets this guy because he's on the beach and he's like trying to save her. She's windsurfing and he like swims out to her and he's like, "Hey, I'm trying to save you, like what's going on?" She's like, "Oh, she's just windsurfing." So he was saying like the wind was trying to take her, the wind was trying to get her, which is like weird, right? So that's the first encounter we have with him, and he has a really funny name too, and I forget it. This is why I should do the reviews right after. But he has a pretty funny name, Earth name. Mind you, before all of this, their mom was having a really hard time finding someone to date because the little brother's a little strange, he's very like, oh, sorry, my dad's sleeping. His imagination's very active. So she's going on these dates with these guys. She's having a lot of fun. He always gives her like these creative gifts, whatever. And eventually, we are introduced. I know the stepsister's name is Ariel because Little Mermaid. That's how I remembered it. But basically we find out that she is on Earth. They're from another planet where they're literally bubbles of gas. Spoiler alert. Literally bubbles of gas, right? So now they're in human form. She thinks her human form is grotesque. She's beautiful. And she's also in Pixel Perfect, another Dcom. So yeah, we love that. When you watch these Dcoms, you really do understand that a lot of these actors are like put into other Dcoms. But anyway, so she's not happy to be there. The parents end up really liking each other. Everybody meets, and Ariel starts going to the main character's school, and they don't like each other. Obviously Ariel's very strange. She's literally from another planet, so she doesn't really understand things. Like this one time she goes into the bathroom and I think it doesn't say, but she comes out completely wet, and the main character's like, "What happened to you?" She's like, "Oh, I fell in the sink." Stuff like that. That's really funny. That makes sense later. But I don't know. I feel like, what else is there? There's a really funny quirky thing too where they love CO2. That's their oxygen. Like they need CO2 or whatever, which is obviously abundant because that's what we breathe out. But Yeah, so it's pretty funny. They go to the school. Ariel like ends up falling like over the bike rack, but everybody thinks she's so cool and so beautiful, so she's getting all this attention. Meanwhile, the main character has talked about her struggle with trying to be popular, and she lied about being Jules' cousin or something like that to be popular, but then they found out. And the popular girl in this movie is Marjorie from Xenon. So then again, yes, we have the same actors from other DComs. But everybody's like really interested in Ariel, and it makes the main girl so jealous. Meanwhile, Ariel has no intention of being popular or whatever. She's just trying to like survive. She has a lot of questions. Both girls have diaries that they write in that we get to hear like what they're writing, which is really cool. I really like that touch as well throughout the movie. So yeah, the girls don't like each other. Ariel literally thinks the main character is evil, which we know it's just a jealousy thing. I'm sorry, my nephew is so loud. And then eventually, the main character's mom wants her to teach Ariel how to windsurf. So the main character goes out in the water first to kind of show her how it's done, because Ariel is very scared of wind, right? Because she's usually a bubble of gas, so she's scared of wind. Like, that's one of their weaknesses. That's why her dad thought the wind was like attacking the mom in the beginning. Speaking of moms, though, I do not know what happened to Ariel's mom. I think I wasn't paying attention enough, but it kind of seemed like she had passed or something like that. I don't know. And that's why like he's on the dating scene, because she was like mad about it, and then he said something. I don't know. I don't really remember. You can tell me in the comments. But and then the boy that the main character likes is on the beach, and he's talking to Ariel because he thinks she's really cute. So he like straight up asked her to be his girlfriend, I think, and she's like confused. She doesn't really know what's going on, and that was the breaking point for the main character. She's like so mad. They're incredibly mad at each other, but then they find out that they both don't want, like, Ariel doesn't want to be on Earth. They don't want their parents to be together. So this is the start of like not a bond yet, but they're in cahoots with each other to break their parents up. So they're doing all that, and then it's working, but at some point it becomes too much to the point like the main character invites her her dad over for like this party or something, and a lot of drama ensues, and like there's this psychic there that used to house Ariel and her dad, and then the psychic and the main character's dad like flirt. It's really weird. I kind of remember where the movie goes from here, but either way, the two parents are gonna get engaged, right? Ariel's dad and the main character's mom. And the girls eventually are becoming closer. And then there's a moment where, well, okay, so basically we're at the day of the wedding. The bad guy that literally made Ariel and her dad run from their planet is like he's like this bad dude. That's why they had to run, because Ariel's dad was like a freedom fighter in this world, so he had to escape. And he actually comes to the planet. He figures out where they are, and he brings his son, who is actually Ariel's like boyfriend that she always writes about, that she misses. So they keep Ariel in a room hostage, and the son that she's in love with is the one keeping her hostage, y'all, because the bad guy is looking for Ariel's dad at this wedding, literally at their house. So shortly after that, the main character, I think she's told to go look for her stepsister, so she gets locked in the room along with the main character's love interest. So it's those four. It's the main character, her love interest, Ariel, and like Ariel's boyfriend or whatever in human form. And tell me why Ariel's boyfriend is like already interested in the main character more than Ariel. But it'll be okay, I promise. So I think they kind of like, the main character kind of like flirts with him or starts talking with Ariel's boyfriend, like the bad guy's son. And then eventually they all convince him kind of quickly to turn on his dad. Because I think the boy knows it's not right what his dad does. So then they all go out with hair dryers, right? And attack this man who turns into a huge gaseous bubble. and then the little brother comes out with like a lawn leaf blower to finish it off. And then I don't really know what happened to the dad, but he kind of like, the bubble kind of pops, and then the day is saved, and they're all dancing at the end with Ariel, and the main character's love interest are together now. And then the main character and Ariel's ex-boyfriend are together now. So that's kind of how it ends. The girls, when they're in that room in captivity, like really start to understand the other one, like, I was jealous of you, blah blah, and then she's like, why would you be jealous of me, da da da. I think something like that. They bond when they're in captivity. That's the moment where they actually become like good friends. And the end is cute too, because when they all go to attack like the bad guy, I think they say things like, don't mess with my family, don't mess with my sister, stuff like that. It's really cute actually. But yeah, so that's the majority of the movie. It's a really cute movie. I gave it an 8 out of 10, and the only reason I didn't give it a 10 out of 10, I really don't remember. I think just because the 10 out of 10's gotta be something special, but it was really good. So go check out Stepsister from Planet Weird. It's a really, really good Dcom. And like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below. Have you ever seen this movie? What were your thoughts on it? What parts did I get wrong? And is there any information I didn't know? Like, what happened to Ariel's mom? I don't really remember. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye!
Hey y'all, it's me, Ibil. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe!